Hello and welcome to Roguelike Dolls. We are once again playing Returnal, and I think we are going to use this restart cycle button for the first time. Where we left off in the last episode, we got our lava walking shoulder things. You can see them on our arms, and those let us safely walk in water. So, what are our goals here in this episode? Mostly mostly we just want to do one full clear in every biome. Starting, I guess we don't even want to start in this act, I think. Let's restart cycle again. Where we want to start is Act 1, start at the bluish area where you first start the game. So to do that, we need to go into our ship. And then we need to use this mysterious alien technology in our cargo bay. And this will reset. We'll still keep all our permanent progress, but it will reset the game to Act 1, like Room 1, like 50 years ago. Now, if we look at the ship, it will say, well, it says the same thing. I thought it might have said recoverable before and then changed to unrecoverable, but I guess I was misremembering. In any case, we're going to be doing a full clear in each area to try to acquire... Alright, key liquefier is very cool. To try to acquire the sort of story items that we need in order to... Whoa, that was not a wise jump. The story items that we need in order to get to the secret ending. And that's... I don't want to say that's where I'll leave Returnal for the channel, but that might actually be where we leave off with Returnal for the channel. Getting that secret ending. Because as far as I know, there's nothing else really in the game unless we want to start a completely fresh save file and like play through it as fast as possible or something. I don't really know if that would be enjoyable for people. I mean, I'm enjoying the game, so like thinking of ways to spend more time of it, I'm definitely into, but like if I play it more, it'll probably just be on my own free time just to try to re-experience parts of the game that I enjoyed more so than like creating content for the channel. I think we'll quickly run out of Returnal here. I would love if they released like new content, obviously, for the game, which maybe they will. Maybe there'll be a DLC or something. I haven't read any of the developers' plans for the game yet. I'll probably Google it at some point just so I'm aware of them and I can make, plans accordingly in case I want to include that content in the channel. That with that said, we do have a bit of this game left ahead of us. The unlocks that we get... Was there really nothing in this pool? I feel robbed. Goodbye, death pool. We took the death pool for granted, and I didn't say hello, dead pool, when we approached, and that made it feel neglected, and therefore unwilling to give up its treasure. It's just simple science. It's like computer science 101. That's how software works. Youch. Well played. Alright, we got a key. That's nice. We do have a key liquefier that we're going to hold on to, and we're going to melt, hopefully, like 6 keys. Like, if we could just get a pile of keys and we can melt them all, that would be the best possible situation for us. You unlocked the door here. What do we got? We'll work on some bouncy projectiles. I do not like the pyro shellcaster as a weapon. It does the things that weapons do that I don't like. Specifically, I think, like, I'm not a huge fan of weapons that... We're not going to use our keys. And we know the key item we're looking for is not in a locked case. That's another non-spoiler we know about the search for these keys. Oh, what are you? Oh, you're just a laser. Oh my god, did we fall off a cliff? No, it's not an infinite cliff, it's just a pool. Alright. Spotlights. Wait, what's this blue thing? You look consumable, but you don't feel consumable. Am I making progress? It feels like progress, but it doesn't look like progress. Oh. Stellar content. Really, really brain genius shit going on today. Alright, we didn't get hit. We are gonna go through this door. I think that leads to the Citadel, which is not where we want to go right away. Really? See, I think that's my problem. Like, not only is it not a, like, 10 out of 10 weapon, it's, like, it's very slow to deliver its damage, and it doesn't deliver a lot of damage, so... Alright, here we go. A couple more of these guys. And I think we have one more of this guy. So we would love to get a new weapon, and I think there is one available to us in this room. Right here. What do we got? Hollow Seeker, much preferable. Got him. Got some bouncing shocks, which we'll just use because they're not really good for anything. This version of the squid does not do the very difficult Alright, we got rid of our malfunction, which probably wasn't doing anything for us, you know, damage-wise, because I don't think we've stood still in a long time. Got him. We've outsmarted the squids. Congratulations. I think that's the end of the room. I remember dying the first few times I did this room. Like every time. Modified sidearm? Proficiency rate reduction. Not sure about that. We'll try a modified sidearm though. you. Alright, getting hit. Not my favorite, just because we shouldn't be getting hit, like, generally. But, you know, can't complain about it. That's for sure. I remember, like, dying in the mob trap room, like, the first few times I did it. And now I can pretty much do it. Well, is there a health that I couldn't pick up before that I should now pick up? Where are you? Oh, you're in the water. Ah, you're here, and I can't figure out how to get you out of here. Back where we started. We will get this thing. Am I just like stupidest gamer in history? Let it out of there. Alright. I've been thoroughly owned by this health upgrade. There's no way to get it out of there. Oh, sure. Let's take the shotgun. Oh, that you're not even the right type. Don't want to get killed by the cliff racers. Oh. I don't think anything in Act 1 should be that bad for us. I think maybe we could run into trouble with something in the Crimson Wastes. But by the time we get to the Citadel, at least, we're usually either we didn't get to the Citadel because we weren't strong enough, or we're ridiculously strong, and now we don't really have to worry about too much in the Citadel. And it might be just a reflection of, like, my inferior skills. However, alright. Like, I don't know. I think I find that most of the time, if you live through Act 1, you're gonna live for a long time. And yeah, that could be because I only get out of Act 1 when I have, like, an extremely OP build. Which is why it would be, you know, a poor reflection. Or an embarrassing reflection of my skills. I'm not embarrassed. But, at least by the time you get to Act 3, you've just accumulated so much stuff. And I wouldn't really call, this game, like, balanced at all, right? Like, every artifact is not created equally. There's obviously some artifacts that are, like, much more powerful than others. This video is currently being recorded when I'm pretty dang far ahead of, you know, the video that I released today was like 15 videos ago in the sequence of this, but I wanted to get through and play as much of the game as possible and to kind of complete it so that I would have sort of a better picture of, you know, what I was writing about for the essay on the game that I'm working on. So it'd be a little bit weird to like write an essay about the themes of a game before you've, you know, seen both the endings. Alright, kill hostiles simultaneously is pretty doable. We do need to go back up to the second level of this floor to try to... We want this health, first off. There's a strong orange barrier, which we now know you do need... you do need the blade balancer to access. Okay. And then we also want to go... Maybe that was the slingshotty thing I saw. But I think there's one over here too, which might actually have something we want. Repair efficiency, yeah, we'll take that. That's pretty good. Repair efficiency is a very important stat for people who get hit a lot but would like to repair. I am people. Getting hit a lot and then repairing is one of my favorite activities in this game. Okay, blade balancer is almost always a yes. Melee kills reduce alt fire cooldown. We're gonna get this one, which is gonna give us lifesteal based on our adrenaline, and we're gonna get the blade balancer because it's great. And then we're not gonna buy anything else right now. Execution coolant. Execution coolant. I can talk just fine. Is nice, but like most of these things, it doesn't really help us during the boss. So, all right, what do we want? We don't want another key liquefier. One is plenty, but we would like a nullification sphere, I think. Because we have that higher malfunction chance, it's just super necessary for us to have. Is there a thing directly above? I'm getting an indicator that there's an object on the map. Is it over here? Oh, hello. What do we got? Ooh, is this a parasite? We're gonna find out soon. I'm good at platforming, don't you worry. Reduces... Yeah, we'll get a malfunction pretty soon. We don't have to worry about that. That's like a sure thing. So this parasite does not cost us very much to equip. Where was I jumping to? What was my idea there? Just not sure on my thought process. I think I wanted to jump more down there. Yeah. Okay. There's two baddies in here. Get smashed. So we have some good stuff going for us so far in this run, I think. Blade balancer is always nice to have. Key liquefier is eventually going to turn into a bunch of power for us, most likely. And by power, I mean health, but same difference. I think if we get up to like 3 keys, we could do it then. It does heal us quite a bit when we actually do the conversion, so we could factor that into our decision of when we want to use this. So it doesn't put empty health onto your character. Like, the amount of health that it gives is full. Just going and picking up stuff. We're kind of in it for the long haul on this run, so you know, don't need to skip stuff. We'll take a pylon driver. We love a pylon driver. Let's see. I think so. In terms of artifacts that we'd like to see, you know, repair efficiency, we would like to get a parasite or an artifact that repairs at low integrity. That's always good. Alright, so I think this is where the key item we need from this biome is. Yes.
I must reignite the sun.
We need to reignite the sun. Alright, and that's technically it, but I'm probably gonna fight Frike anyways. In this area, I think there's a good chance we can find a data cube as well if we keep exploring. And I am in control of what we explore, so if you don't like it, please tell me in the comments and I will personally cater all of the content I make to people who, you know, tell me about it. We love a pylon driver, however, we also love a child's watch. Personal item, it doesn't let you go. I think in this particular case, that is an extra life, is my understanding. Cannot pick up new weapons. We only need to collect 100 obolites, so that's pretty easy to do. So we're not going to use our nullification sphere quite yet. There is a tower, so we're going to run directly to the tower. And that will make all of our enemies invincible. Unvincible? Is it vulnerable? Is vulnerable literally the opposite of vincible or invincible? Is it like an inflammable situation where vincible and invincible people are both, like, you know, very durable? Now we're doing numbers. We do have 5% lifesteal per level of adrenaline, which is kind of nice. So right now we have 10% lifesteal, which on a single hit from this is probably doing, like, you know, 10 healing per enemy for the most part, I guess, when we attack them. I don't think we've seen Frike's story yet. Alright, malignant containers, super cool. We hate to lose adrenaline level, but we love to watch it leave. Oh. I make myself laugh. I don't know if any of these jokes make sense to any other humans, but I think they're pretty fun. Alright, we got damage siphon going. We're gonna use this. Alright, so I think we have 2 extra lives, which is wonderful. I'm not gonna say it guarantees victory, but it does give us an absolute ton of wiggle room here. We could get an additional extra life, but I don't think we need to rush for it. I'm gonna keep on exploring. I think we only have like 1 room left anyways. 1 or 2. Alright. Once again, we'll be going after this thing. Adrenaline reset. Perfect. Alright, we got these guys. They're bad. And we got a gorilla. It's pretty bad. I tried to hit it in air. I don't know what that was. It was like pure hubris. I would have liked to smack it out of the air with my sword, but it definitely got the jump on me, we'll say. Alright, and the gorilla probably can jump up here. Should be able to get the melee kill. Alright, carbine. We'll take it. We like armor piercing. That might actually be really good for fright. Our map is a little jumbled, scrambled. Which, it doesn't really stop you from seeing stuff on the map. It's just a little annoying, I guess. Locked door we don't want to use. It could be great, but we want to keep our keys because we have a way to convert them into integrity. No. And I kind of doubt that key liquefying counts as key use. So, like, we would almost for sure lose those keys. It's not what we're trying to do here. We want to accumulate keys. Alright, this is the last room, and then we'll go kill Freck. Alright. Not looking for that for the Freck fight. Yep. We have Ricochet? That's a very silly one. Apex Sphere is pretty cool. We'll just use that. And then we'll take the energy barricade with us. And we'll peek into our map and see where we want to go. Right here. I'm not worried about buying a extra 1-up. We could do it. We have like a ton of ether, and we'll probably get quite a bit more on the remainder of this run, but it's not very beneficial. That's what I'll say. I don't think we're gonna need it on this run, or at least not immediately. Like, if we eat absolute crap on Fright, yeah, maybe we'll want something like that. We're mostly just after these guys' obolites because they're so grouped up. At low integrity, gain 25% proficiency rate. It's just fine. Modified sidearm with tracker swarm is pretty cool, but our current weapon has armor piercing, which I think is potentially also very cool. last Frike fight was with the pylon driver, I think in that episode where we had a crash. And it went relatively smoothly, if I remember. So far, so good. I don't think this proximity mine is doing too much for us in the grand scheme of things. Ouch. Alright. Got her. We're on phase 2. We've only been hit once. Twice. Surely we won't get hit a third time. If we need to, we can use our key liquefier. Ow! We dodged very much the wrong direction. Oh, we didn't dodge. We used melee. That's why. It would have unfortunately appeared that our alt fire just isn't super good for this boss, which is fine. It'll just mean, you know, some alt fires do a lot of DPS to bosses, and I think maybe there's some world where like we bait out a melee hit and then maybe she steps on it like that, kind of. I think that was like a best case scenario, and it's not clear that she took damage, to me at least. God, my nose itches so much. What if you were fighting a big alien monster and your nose itched? What would you do? Die? That'd be my plan. That might be my plan right now. Thank God, I think she starts up with the double slap. We do have an energy barricade, which outside of the context of a slap would be pretty cool. I think it will just protect us from like everything, with the exception of slaps, of course. You still have to move for slaps. She stole my energy barricade. Classic Frike. It's coming back. Ugh. Damn. It had way more hang time at the end. We might have to use our key liquidator. I really don't want to use it though. I'm gonna die if I get hit though. Let's use it. I think we're healing the difference. No, we're not healing the difference. I lied. Oh, this is gonna be humiliating. Oh yeah, baby. We didn't die. And what did we get for our efforts? Integrity circuit. Increases max integrity when we heal malfunctions. That's pretty nice. We didn't find a data cube, which is very sad. Fractal nail is great. So we do have a kind of malfunction-centric build going on. Do we even have a parasite? We have two. Repair efficiency, protection. I like both of those, so we're not trading them out. We're also not hurting for obolites, so, you know, not too interested. And with that, I think we want to go to our Crimson Waste portal, just over here. We have very low health, but we will get a Slithium Vial right on the way into... We just not kill some things? the first time through. I got killed by a wolf, that would be ideal. It wouldn't be the end of the world either. We do have lifesteal. And we do have 1 adrenaline, so we currently are benefiting from 5% lifesteal. So the first enemies we're likely to encounter here are floaty cube squids, who, whilst, you know, very dangerous, I think we could get off enough shots on them to not die. We do get max integrity for picking up. Alright, what do we do? Perform melee kills is actually going to be hard here, so I'm going to remove that malfunction right away. Frick. Luckily, we don't have any sort of problem with fall damage at the moment. Just an ether. I guess we missed a health upgrade, or maybe a slithium in here, and which I want, because we could somehow manage to avoid needing to use this slithium vial. That would save us a lot of slithium vial, which we could use for other stuff. Parasite harvester is interesting. We can get rid of it with the use of a consumable, but I don't want to harvest a parasite, so we're gonna hold on that. We do now have lava walking, so we can kind of get through here without taking damage if we are, you know, chill about it. Very, very chill. Absolutely chillaxed. Undiscovered item. We love undiscovered items. And we got the Sunface Break rune.
Can almost remember its warmth.
Don't want to walk through the lasers again, so we won't be. And that's 2 out of 3 biomes. And you know, I'll put the question to you who can't respond in this video. Should I restart the cycle or beat the cycle again after I get the fragment for the waste? I kind of feel like doing it once for old times, you know, so that we can see that really cool end boss of Act 1 a second time. And I think I really, you know, screwed up the audio while filming that in the first place, so like, if I could get another shot at filming that, I feel like that would be great. Suffer damage on overload? Okay. 25. Yeah, we'll take that. I think this is such a cool, like, sci-fi environment, because it's like, it's really reminiscent of like Mars or something. I mean, it's all on Atropos, right? It's all the same planet. But you know, it like plays off of like existing like real estate in your sci-fi brain. It's like Total Recall. I don't know, when I was like a little kid, sometimes when I was playing with Legos, I would pretend that the Legos are like setting up a Mars base. Infinite squids, which is fine. We're getting a lot of obolites from them. And we're gonna be a little bit more picky about what we pick up in this run, right? Because we want lots of stuff, but I think things of the caliber of like, you know, maybe, where are we going? So we're heading away from a triangle room, which doesn't make sense. Let's go to the triangle room first. Apparently this is just a big plateau of squids that we can navigate to collect stuff. We'll take a pylon driver. I think the pylon drivers are especially good against squids. Because you can just deal with the mobs of squids so fast. We are looking for a second malfunction. That would be really great, because then we could clear it and get max integrity for it. Alright. We'll clear it if there is another malfunction we want to pick up. We're not like in a race to clear it. If we can clear it normally, that's better, because then we can use our resources, our consumable items, to clear something better later. Like if we get melee cooldown or dash cooldown penalty, that's always a great one to like immediately clear. I do see the blue orb off in the distance. I will comment on that and say, yes, we will find the blue orb and we will use it. Yeah, there's a thing on it that we haven't unlocked yet, so we will unlock that. Okay. This must be a short range proximity translocator, which I bet brings us up. Alright, malfunction probability high, so we'll just clear these. Not in love with this thermite launcher. I think it has some problems. Namely, it's slow, but it doesn't kill enemies in one hit. Which, like with the pylon driver, it would for sure kill the enemies in one hit. Hi, Stanley. Hello, sweet boy. Do you want to come sit with me? Yeah. Come here. We're going back to the pylon driver. And I think that's like everything in this area. You can trigger your Daredevil powers using R3. Guess there's another one of these. How do we get up to that? Up here? Oh. Fancy. No thanks. I don't want to work on that thing on that thermite launcher because it doesn't, like an obolite extractor doesn't sound very good, and I don't want to give up this weapon and wind up fighting like 3 severed at the same time and get my ass kicked. That's like not on my agenda. Guess we didn't even do this square room, so we'll do it. Okay. We for sure want this key, so let's try something like that. That's pretty slick, huh? Puppy! Stanley, why do you have such upsetness? Your acid is in the tree. It cannot damage me there. Poor squid. Your revenge will never be complete. Your soul will never know rest. I hate when that happens. I hate when my soul never knows rest. It's the worst. My soul loves rest. What do we got in this container? Earthbound? No thanks. Come here, Squidly. Where are you? Oh, you're not a squid. Although you have many squid-like features. You are not a squid. You are not a squid either.
But I keep catching myself glancing over my shoulder, only to find shadows and the astronaut staring back. Whenever I try to reach them, I find myself in a sandstorm. I can't seem to stop this from happening.
Alright, there's something up there and maybe a way to get to it. Just scouting out all these puzzles here. These little platforming challenges. You would presumably like to take a shot at them. Alright, no enemies. Love to see it. You know, I think this is a pretty relaxing post-game, compared to, like, you know, Hades or something, where it's like you finish the game and then it's like, alright, well, here's a bunch of ways to increase the challenge. Not that I think eventually I would like something like that here. Like, I know they have the daily challenges, and maybe that would be kind of sweet. Alright, so we can't dash, so let's start this as God intended, through these holes. And then we want to follow the path of the laser. Alright. Easy there. If we follow the direction of the laser, we can kind of artificially, increase the amount of distance that we have to go through. It's kind of like merging into traffic. And we still need to figure out how to get to the top of this thing. And it might be via these platforms. And there's some sort of purple thing over there I would love to take a look at in 1 second after we get this chest right here. Ouch, did one sneak up on me? Oh, hello. Ow, we're stuck in a staircase. Let me out. Let me out. Okay. What did we get? Hollow Seeker 6. No, without Portal Beam, we're not going to take the Hollow Seeker. We only are here for Portal Beam, and we're very upfront about that. Bit of a, like a Portal Beam chaser, if you will. I think this is the most obolites I've ever carried on me in this game. We're over 1,000. We have hit a maximum ether, so we ought to start spending a little bit of ether at some point just to keep ourselves from going, you know, waste. We'll still encounter ether here, so I guess we could just cleanse right away. Although, alright, recharging overload's really good. It gives us some additional, what's the word for it? It gives us alt fire cooldown when we reload. Alright, take that. Cleansing stuff is not the ideal use of the ether, and you know, because we want to pick up malfunctions because they increase our max integrity. So if we can always be working on getting rid of a couple malfunctions, we can always be increasing our max integrity, because anytime we gain or lose one, our max integrity goes up. So I don't think that's what we're going to be wanting to use
you know, that on. Large Sliphium is wonderful, but we don't need it. So we are going to be intentionally trying to pick up... Alright, we don't need Parasite Harvester, because, like, I'm not going to use that. If I'm going to do it, it's going to be because we picked up something like lifesteal from melee, and now we can't put it down, but we would like to. We got rid of our key liquefier at some point. I think we used it. So I think we can start unlocking keys until we get another key liquefier. This is an immediate 20% damage bonus. But I want to spend my obolites. How many artifacts do we have equipped currently? Yeah, we only have like 6 more slots, and most of the time I'm not going to have more than like 5% damage bonus, if even that, because I do love to spend my obolites. I think an obolite spent is often more valuable. With that, we get a key liquefier, which we'll use. I wish I didn't open that chest, but that's the punishment you get for abandoning your principles. Let that be a lesson to me. I love that his teleport does not free him from the pylons. Ow? Who are you? You monster. I was having a moment. How dare you disrespect that? I killed a brain-dead alien. Which is in fact not xenospecies phobia. It is a statement of fact. The Severed are canonically have no brain activity or any type of psychic activity at all. As far as science can tell, they are just violence. Which is a convenient excuse for the baddie to have. My theory of this game is that Celine is the baddie. Even though, like, the competing theory, like Rogue Defense Drone or something, is much more sensical, or like evil transcendent race. Alright, we'll take an Obolite Seeker. We can Obolite max for a little bit. That's a pool of water. We're not too scared of that. That's a turret. We're not scared of it, but we do respect it. I'm a big fan of respecting your enemies. So that's how you win. A non-visible tentacle monster magically grabbed me when I was looking for a way up, which is just absolutely service. Like, you can't beat that, like, level of damage augment's great, protection augment's great. I think we can get both, and we will. This is our reward for carrying around 1,000,000,000,000,000,000 Obolite for 1,000,000 years. Being fairly selective in what we choose to spend it on. Ladies and gentlemen, we got him. And we'll head back on up. Where are you? There's a shiny. What were you? Just Obolites. We want that for sure. Then we will
head out of this room. I have no idea how long this video has been going on. We'll truncate the video at the sunstone fragment. How's that? When we find the next sunface fragment, we will. All right. We want obelite cedar. We love to be seeded with obelite. There's a chest somewhere up here, which we could find. It's not a huge priority. It's probably just, you know, a weapon. And we're fairly happy with our current damage provider, and we're not looking to switch damage providers at this moment. So if you could take us off your mailing list, that would be ideal. Thank you. Bye-bye. We would love to get an artifact. Slapped. Usually these guys are comfortable with an altitude that's a little bit higher than where we can jump. So, not the easiest prey to get melee kills on. Oh, we jumped off a cliff. No. Oh, we almost got saved, but then we finished jumping off the cliff. Ah. As far as I know, that's what every Limp Bizkit song is about. That joke makes sense. Please tell me in the comments, because it's gibberish to me. I'm just, at this point, I'm just combining words. Modified sidearm with homing missile and piercing. Let's go for it. But also look in this chest in case we want some of this. Explosive rot, we'll take it. It's new. And I don't mind this weapon. So, double whammy.
I'm heading straight for the signal source again. Scaling the wall should be an easy task this time. More of the history of this world is certainly over on the other side. But do you see the white shadow? This phrase is calling me. It's reached the point that I can't hear anything else.
Okay, we're skipping 15% protection when you use consumables because I think it's like a brief buff, which doesn't help us long term. We would love a Slithium Vial, and we would love a Nullification Sphere. So what we're gonna do is use the Obelite Cedar, I think. And then we're gonna pick up a Nullification Sphere. Nullification Sphere is really nice because we can immediately convert malfunctions that we pick up into max integrity. The next time we see a scout suit, that would be, yeah, we could heal. Plus, we want to pick up malfunctions. That's, like, very important to our build. Okay, we'll take this, just because it's a really good pylon driver. I don't know where the Sunface Stone is in this biome. We might, no, we got it right away, so we got it like right when we came in here, so we're not gonna see it. So I guess we'll truncate this video when we see the boss. How many parasites are we on? 4? Okay.
Where's our exit from this room? Over here. Yeah. We get over there? No. Not directly. Anyways. It's not like a pulley. Okay. So now we head back to this room where we can proceed through a square door, I think. I have like 1,000 gigabytes of this game to upload. It's ridiculous. I guess we want the mob trap room. Why not? Not sure what that parasite does, so we won't pick it up right away. If we're gonna take a dash penalty, we're gonna take it on purpose, not by accident. That's what I'll say about that. That's strongly my preference. Ouch. Got a big parasite, which we need to peg at least once. And that's peg in a totally non-sexual way. That's just a statement of fact. We have a peg gun. Please do not make it weird. We'll leave it alone. Who attacked me? Rude. Alright. This gun seems pretty good at hitting this thing's weak spot. Get doom bolted. Too late, you were already dead. Wow, that's a tragedy. This game could write Shakespeare, but Shakespeare couldn't write that. Sure, we'll take a large Slippium just because we're not coming back. Increase the positive effects of all parasites, and that does get rid of... Alright, fabrication costs, reduce You know what? We'll take it. So we do have a lot of obolites still. I consider anything above, like, I don't know, 500 obolites to be a lot. I don't think we've ever encountered an item that had, like, more than that. Oh, I guess our way forward is here. Let's go. Yeah, it was the key item we were looking for was in the room right at the start. So maybe now that we're at the store, we're gonna check out the store next time and leave this as part like 28 or whatever. Thank you so much for watching. Hit the like button and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.